This is a fascinating story of leadership in crisis, and there are at least 4 leadership lessons we can take away. First, Ernest Shackleton was simply brilliant at toggling seamlessly between day-to-day management and leading the mission. What do we mean by that? We mean that he could easily, at 1 minute, be dealing with daily tasks, kill seals to feed the men, adjust the duty roster. At the same time, he can easily quickly move to what do we need to do today, tomorrow, next week to get the men home safely. So he moved easily between daily management and the larger mission and what was needed to accomplish it. Second, Shackleton was exemplary in assuming full responsibility for both the situation that he and his men found themselves in and for continually trying with every adaptable tool he could find to improve that situation. So he owned that. His men knew he owned that, and that was partly why they trusted him and believed in him as he tried to instill their sense of will to do what they knew they must. Third, Shackleton had the discipline, and this is very important today for leaders, to continuously, relentlessly face forward. He made mistakes like all of us, but Shackleton never got stuck in endlessly replaying the tape of past errors. Instead, he would learn quickly from what hadn't worked and then force himself and his men to look to the future. So that relentless forward-facing posture was really important as a leadership lesson. And fourth, and maybe just the most important, is that he was absolutely visionary in the humanity in which he exercised his leadership. He knew the power of orders and line and chains of command, but he really mostly led and managed through the spirit of caring for each of his individual men. He understood that literally the feeding and watering of them and the emotional support and respect for each of those men and his men as a group was absolutely at the core of everything he did as a leader. And so his men knew that he had that he was caring of them, that they mattered to him, and that was also critical in their being able to find the will to basically make the impossible possible here. This story, which is so very, very interesting, so compelling in our time, is really just one facet of a very rich history that contains all kinds of great ideas for here and now, and each of us trying to lead ourselves and our teams and our people in an ever-changing world.